What if the greatest obstacle to our happiness isn't outside of us? What if it's the very way our mind perceives the world and our place in it? Here's yet another fragment of the Formless Guide. This one is the very foundation, the Theravada. For thousands of years, one spiritual path has offered a clear diagnosis and a precise cure for the fundamental human condition of suffering. It's a path that doesn't ask you to believe in a God, but to look directly at the truth of your own experience. It is the path of Theravada Buddhism, the very first school. We're talking about Siddhartha Gautama, the man who lived in ancient Nepal and India over 2,500 years ago. This is his direct teaching. Let's explore the truth of consciousness through its lens. When the Buddha gave his first teaching, he didn't offer a set of religious rules. He offered a simple, yet I would say elegant framework for understanding suffering. This is the foundation of everything that follows. He called them the Four Noble Truths. The first truth, there is suffering. He wasn't saying life is nothing but pain. He was saying that dissatisfaction or a subtle unease is an inescapable part of our existence, from the pain of loss to the stress of daily life. This is the diagnosis. The second truth, there is a cause of suffering. The Buddha pinpointed the source of this suffering, craving, not just wanting things, but an intense, grasping desire for things to be different than they are. We crave pleasure. We crave to be free from pain. We crave to be a self that is separate from everything else. This craving is what ties us down. The third truth, there is an end to suffering. This is the good news. The Buddha said that by letting go of this craving, it is possible to experience a profound state of liberation or freedom. We can be free from the cycle of clinging and dissatisfaction. And the fourth truth, there is a path to the end of suffering. This is the practical instruction. The Buddha didn't just tell us liberation was possible. He gave us a map to get there. He called it the Noble Eightfold Path. Think of the Noble Eightfold Path as a practical guide for waking up. Just like the Formless Guide. It's not a checklist. It's a holistic training for your mind. The path is traditionally divided into three parts. First, there is wisdom, which is about seeing things clearly. It starts with the right view, which is understanding the Four Noble Truths, and the right thought, cultivating thoughts of kindness and non-harming. Second, there's ethical conduct, which is about living with integrity. Right speech means speaking truthfully and kindly. Right action means acting in the ways that don't cause harm. And right livelihood means earning a living in a way that benefits, not hurts, the world. And third, there's the part that is most central to our work here, mental discipline. This is where we learn to transform our consciousness. This is the path of right effort, actively working to letting go of those unwholesome states of mind. It's the path of right mindfulness, being fully present with every moment. without judgment. And it's the path of right concentration, learning to focus your mind deeply through meditation. This is where the real work happens. It's where you begin to see into the very nature of your own mind. And this is where the Theravada and the Formless Guide truly meet. The ultimate aim of this path is to see reality as it is, to see the truth of consciousness itself. Theravada doesn't teach that consciousness is a permanent, unchanging soul. It teaches that consciousness is a flow, a process, a stream of moments. When you follow the Eightfold Path, you're not just behaving better, you're transforming your relationship to the very flow of your existence. The ultimate liberation in the Theravada is the realization of anatta, or non-self. This is the understanding that you, or what you thought was so solid, so separate, so permanent, is actually a temporary collection of thoughts, feelings, and sensations. That sense of self is a form. It's a habit. And the formless truth is the pure, awake, and boundless connection to consciousness that exists when that habit of clinging to I dissolves. This is why this tradition has been so powerful for me. It doesn't tell you to reach for a heaven. It gives you the tools to see that the ultimate truth is already here, within the very fabric of your own awareness. It's not about what you believe, and it's not judging what you believe. It's about what you witness. So today, maybe you don't need to sit on a cushion for an hour to start a path. Maybe you can just begin with your next breath. When you feel a craving for something to be different, notice it. When you speak to someone, practice right speech. When you walk, try to walk with the right mindfulness. Each of these moments is a step on the path. Each of them is a chance to see that the suffering you've been carrying is not a solid thing, but a fleeting thought or feeling. I want you to remember, this is the way of the formless, not to escape the world, not to escape reality, but to be fully present to the consciousness that is perceiving it. This is the path to your freedom, offered to us over 2,500 years ago. And it's as alive today as it was then, just as every other spiritual sect you'll find. This is just a fragment that leads to the states of consciousness that we speak about here. Remember, not to get caught up into the attachment. Stay focused and pay attention to the context. Let this be yet another seed in opening that formless nature within you. This is your Formless Guide, signing off.